the beginning of this year, we had a very new math department who were terrific, and they were very excited about the idea of planning to standard. The part that we didn't really have in place was assessing on mastery of standard. So when I was introduced to ActivProgress, it seemed like a wonderful next step for us in terms of really becoming a standards-based system.
It's very convenient to be able to sort of pick out the group of students who are having trouble immediately. In fact, simultaneously, while they're taking the test, you can track who's having trouble with the test.
I think ActivProgress has made me a better teacher because I, again, get that instant feedback and I can really key in on kids that need extra help right away. Instead of having to go around and pick those students out on my own, I'm getting it in a very objective, clear way.
It was probably about 2 weeks before the state test, and we were just going over some 6th grade standards and we were reviewing them. They gave a 15-question quiz and they had the kids use active expressions to answer. And in half an hour, both teachers knew which standards kids were still struggling with.
Before ActivProgress, we would have been doing everything by hand. So we would have had to keep track of something maybe in Excel to show, okay, these kids have all met this standard, these kids are working towards this standard, these kids have not met this standard, and that would have been something that we would have had to find this whole way of tracking on our own. Whereas now, it's all in the system, very clear cut for us. We can put standards on all those items and then pull them up, and there you go.
What we've been able to do is archive the content a lot better than we ever have before, and I see them really talking about creating the assessments, where the kids are in terms of the assessments, and then the most important thing, how they move in the next day and reteach based on the assessment. That's the collaboration that makes a difference, I think, in student learning.
In ActivProgress, the reports that I find most useful are the general assessment report, where you can sort students by lowest to highest performance and sort standards from lowest to highest, so that you get a big grid of who's doing the best and the worst, and then standards that we really need to focus on are standards that we've got.
I use this, the overview report, because it shows me, well, this is the group I'm interested in. And then I can pull that group out and see who they are. And in particular, I can see what those 3 people are having trouble with.
You know, you can go back and give them even the same question later on, or a really similar question that they had before, and you can see that their scores are in fact jumping up because I've taken the time to look at the standard that needs to be addressed, reteaching, and then seeing that they're progressing in that standard.